Student forced to remove clothing at school by the school administration because of an offensive T-shirt. Are we so politically correct that a student can't wear a shirt like this? Take a look at your screen. This is a Duck Dynasty T-shirt. He's a big fan of the show. He's in junior high, and the shirt says, "I will hurt you physically and or metaphysically." Of course, that's a comment from the show by one of the stars of the show.
It is. It's a famous tagline from Duck Dynasty, "Hurt you metaphysically." To know what exactly the school thought that threat consisted of.
From the school, from David Clark, the Dinwiddie High School superintendent, that's the name of the town. If you are a Duck Dynasty fan, you understand the meaning of the shirt. But if you have not watched it, you may question if the shirt implies violence. As a school division, we would like to keep our slogans on student shirts as non-violent as possible. Now, good news, the student was not suspended, the student wasn't in trouble. He was asked to either turn his shirt inside out so you couldn't see the "I will hurt you" physically message, or go home and change it. He opted to go home and change it.
This hurts me metaphysically.
It does.
Because it's so stupid and so humorless, and it sends exactly the wrong message to the kids of the school. And the whole point of school is to teach kids. What are they learning here? They're learning that teachers have no sense of proportion, they have no sense of humor, that they will robotically follow the rules to the exclusion of common sense, that adults basically are insane and not to be respected. You don't want to send that message.
So you see this as a teachable moment. So these teachers should have used this T-shirt and said, you know what, adults are inflexible. Adults don't have a sense of humor.
They've taught that lesson very briskly, I think.
And as evidenced by the fact that our school policy makes you take your shirt off, this is a teachable moment. We should have a discussion about it. And Ron from Alabama writes this morning and says, "I thought the T-shirt was a vocabulary lesson. How do you get the notion it promotes violence?"
Well, it says, "I will hurt you physically."
And metaphysically.
That's where they got the idea.
Perhaps, yeah.
Catherine in Ohio says, "I agree political correctness has gone too far, but to know this is a joke, you would have to watch the show. In this case, I agree with the school."
That's true. There are a lot of people running around school threatening to hurt one another metaphysically.
And getting
this is a major
was in
threat.
Small print. The small print said metaphysically.
Well, there are gangs wandering our school just hurting each other metaphysically.
And physically.
Well, that's why, and you bring up an interesting point. I know you're being funny, but like some of the gang colors are kept out of school. You're not allowed in certain schools in California, not allowed to wear this color red or this color blue because it represents this gang versus this gang, and they have those rules.
Judgment calls are okay. It's okay to make decisions on a case-by-case basis. One size does not fit all, actually. But with government, it always does. It's, you can't have gum unless everybody has gum. Well, you know what? Chew your gum. You know what I mean? It's okay. We're going to make an exception.
Do you have any?
If you leave with no other message today, chew your gum.
Chew your gum.
People.